improved their style. Mike Malone's only playing 8 guys. He might go 9, but for a few minutes, but he's playing 8 guys.
Against the Utah Jazz. Taj Gibson had a nice night against the LA Lakers. Can't get it to go, but follows his own miss. Towns from the free throw line, and the Timberwolves are on the board.
No, Kenneth Faried just isn't skilled. He doesn't make free throws. He's not a great passer. Defensively, he isn't always in the same page for him.
If he's going to shoot over 50% from the field, I think you should be fine with him taking it. Teague from downtown.
Because if he spends his entire time on the box, he's been getting fronted and double teamed. As Jokic knocks a thing, it's a good thing. You want to get double teamed a lot, but you know, Karl sometimes has a hard time getting shots. As Wiggins knocks there.
Along with Nemanja Bjelica, they exchanged a hug before the game at midcourt. Andrew Wiggins back to just this season. It's been a running theme as the Timberwolves youngsters try to learn how to win. Jimmy, well, they get the ball right back. Butler, bounce pass inside to Todd. Jokic blocked by Towns. Unfortunately, our fantastic director Dave Dittman cut away, so the fans at home didn't see what the crowd was reacting to. Jimmy Butler, Italian League. Started his year in the G League on a 45-day contract.
He's starting to reestablish himself in his league.
Well, and as well as Lyles is playing, Butler hangs in the air, kisses.
Skilled. I mean, he's a three-point shooter. He's either getting to the rim or he's shooting threes.
Jokic for 3.
Okay.
Wiggins gets the Wolves back. Craig gives it back to Barton, straight away 3. And then follows it.
There's that man, Taj Gibson, Jimmy Butler. Not easy to do.
Teague.
Out of Jamal Crawford, and he's been fantastic.
Yeah, it really started in the Timberwolves' last home game against the Portland Trailblazers. 6-1 against the division this year, 9-1 against the Western Conference at home.
Carl Anthony in Denver. Jamal's an excellent playmaker.
Martin threw it up. Tyus Jones quickly up the floor.
I just think Tyus is one of Minnesota's best defenders. Second in deflections. You saw how valuable he was against the Lakers defensively.
3 of the season.
He's one of Minnesota's only consistent corner three-point shooters.
The Timberwolves have not fared well for whatever reason against teams out of the East. Crawford.
Kind of small forward that Belly can match up with. Tyus Jones almost gets a steal on Plumlee there, but Plumlee...
3. Towns sneaks in for the long rebound. Back to Crawford. He'll take a long 2 and drill points. Plumlee, nice. Taj tries for the banker. Towns over the shoulder to Gibson for the flush. Plumlee underneath. Thibodeau more pleased with that than he is with the fact his team is shooting 57%.
Dribble with the best of them.
Jokic gives it back to Murray.
You got to get out there.
Chandler goes by Bjelica, dumps it off for Bart.
It's been fun.
Well, you talk about that defense of Denver.
My goodness. With no Clay, excuse me, if no Steph Curry, then if you can do a job on Klay Thompson, you just got to get one of them.
Towns for 3, Cavaliers. Murray getting to 86 tonight. Jimmy Butler gets it.
Minnesota's done a good job of not turning it over either. That's only the second turnover and shooting and all those little mid-range shots that Jimmy Butler's made.
Teague gets into the paint.
Make it 12. Karl Anthony Towns, you know, was showing that night that he was a pretty complete player himself. He doesn't.
Gorgie going for a steal.
He almost did it.
Chandler 3 balls, good. Gorgie Jang, long 2.
He's drawn 4 fouls in this game so far. 2 of them on Taj. Did the same thing in Denver. Build an entire house just by going to Menards.
That's kind of the idea, right?
I mean, literally, you could buy everything you needed to build.
To Plumlee. Towns comes over to help out. rejects.
In fact, he is the most prolific shot blocker of all time. Controlling the block is such a huge thing as time.
Teague, a strong take and fin. Deck. Wiggins for three. It's his first miss tonight from outside the arc. Towns. Murray, shot clock is down to 2. Will fade away
and you get a guy that maybe wasn't so worked up to play the game to get worked up. Taj with floater inside. That's the way to go somewhere with that move, Carl. Beautiful job.
Lost it, able to control it to get it over to Teague. And then Andrew.
So it's a tale of woe. There's no question about it. It's a very sad story of civil war.
How about that? They had a really potent squad. Chuck Daly coaching the Nets back then.
Well, Rick Adelman coached him too. And
Jang misses. And the Nuggets trying to get back into this thing, trailing it by 13. And make it to connect. And the Nuggets looking to get this thing back to single digits, and they do. It's blocked. Harris feeding Barton, and Barton get it back to a single possession after trailing by as many as 19. Barton, and an importance of Barton's shot. Crawford. Shot clock down to 6. Lyles, the 3 ball. Wolves to adjust back. Plumlee, and it is to tie or take the lead. Barton, and we have a brand of Nuggets' largest comeback and a win this season. 18 points. They did it twice, once against New Orleans and once. Barton gets into the lane and connect. Murray with the finish. Back to 3-game win streak matches their longest. Butler and Jim. Teague leaning in, kisses it up. Gets the high screen from Taj. Then the bounce pass inside to Gibson. 13th rebound. Wiggins for 3 was red hot early.
Got to stay vigilant though.
Barton, no. Jokic, yes. Barton quickly up the floor.
Fourth quarter angle screens with Jimmy Butler.
Keeps the dribble alive. Gets into the paint, fading away, and gets. Here come the Nuggets. Barton.
Nice job stopping the ball by Jamal Crawford.
Barton for 3. Butler with the ball in his hands. Jimmy attacking, hangs in the air and finish. Barton working on Wiggins. Barton gets to the rack and draws the foul. That is a tough call for Minnesota.
To come in and rebound. No long rebounds here.
Barton makes this. Jimmy pestered in the backcourt, launches from way downtown and just misses.
Taj Gibson and clutched it with his armpit.
Harris for the 3. See the free throw disparity. Jokic from just beyond the free throw line. Jokic draws a double team.
Good rotation by Minnesota.
Murray dumps it off for Lyles. Gorgie sets the high screen to free Jimmy for the 3. Lyles. And they work it back to Lyles. Put it, Jim. Can they take advantage? Butler pulls up, drills it. Wolves back on top by 2.
You don't think this guy's an all-star?
Butler gives it up. Crawford, tough 2, and Crawford. Thibodeau's on the floor. Lyles, step back. Wiggins doesn't foul. Lyles misses, and the Timberwolves.